Hello everyone, I greet in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Nathan Silas and I hope you all are all doing great. Today we have a very interesting video to react to, and this shows how Islam is able to influence the society positively in the United States, and then how the government is even shocked by how these have kind of shaping the lives of the people in Chicago. Precisely, I believe that we all are going to learn in a sense as we go through the video to see what Islam have kind of done to the people of Chicago. So if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, before we get on to the video, I'm a theologian and I make this video not to discredit anyone's religion. This is basically for educational purposes, and I believe that at the end of this video we all are going to learn from this. So I want to encourage you to watch from the beginning to the end so that we can all learn together. So without any further ado, let's get on to this video and check this out.
This is O Block.
Okay,
This is a really dangerous neighborhood in Chicago. This place isn't famous for its fancy lights or shiny attractions. It's known for something else. This is a story of O Block and how Islam is changing this place for the good. You won't find its name on most maps, but to the people who reside here, it's much more than just a number on paper. Young men in hoodies and low-riding jeans gather in the courtyards here, staring down strangers. Mothers hurry past, holding tight to little hands as they shuttle between the neighborhood school and the safety of their apartments. The neighborhood wasn't safe for anyone. Security cameras perched on every corner. Used to watch over O Block strictly, recording the everyday activities of the neighborhood. You may have seen a recent video of Sheikh Uthman entering this area to give da'wah.
This is your brother Uthman ibn Farouk in Chicago, O Block. We're here giving da'wah. We're not scared to give da'wah anywhere. Inshallah, wherever it's needed, we're going to go and give da'wah. If we become shuhada, we're ready to become shuhada in the path of Allah, in the path of da'wah.
The name O Block wasn't chosen by chance. It carried a heavy history with it. This name emerged from the harsh realities that marked the neighborhood's past. The O in O Block stood for O.D. Perry, a young gang member whose life was tragically cut short one summer night in 2011. This unfortunate incident occurred just around the corner from where O Block stands today. It's worth noting that his assailant was a 17-year-old female gang member by the name of Gakira Barnes. Tragically, Barnes also met her end not far from O Block. During a troubling period spanning from June 2011 to June 2014, O Block bore witness to a total of 19 horrible shootings. Wow. It was a time when this neighborhood earned the suspicious and unreliable distinction of being the most dangerous block in Chicago. These unsettling events are now part of O Block's history, a testament to the challenges it faced in the past. The community and the police recognized that something needed to change. O Block and its surrounding area were known as an impact zone, an area demanding highly alerted police presence and innovative strategies. It was time to address the root causes of violence and to protect the vulnerable. Yvonne Gaydon, a resident of O Block, knows this plan all too well. Her son, Edward Riley, lost his life to gun violence on O Block streets in 2011. He was a product of this neighborhood, a young man who grew up here despite its challenges. Yvonne acknowledges her son's imperfections, but refuses to blame him for spending time with his friends in the place he called home. He had warned him about the dangers of O Block, calling it a death trap. However, amid the violence and the challenges that O Block faces, there's a transformation. People in O Block are coming together to practice Islam, a faith that unites people and guides them to not judge people of their troubled past. It's a strong reminder of how the faith in Islam can improve and truly make a difference. O Block, previously a place associated with danger, has transformed into a beacon of hope. This transformation shows us that even in the gloomiest of places, change is always achievable. In 2022, the Chicago Police Department shared some surprising news. They noticed that there were way fewer crimes in O Block compared to the previous year, 2021. The fights between gangs were also happening less often. The police were puzzled. They couldn't figure out why. While the police were scratching their heads, the real reason for the drop in crime was pretty clear. It was Islam. The folks in O Block had started following this faith really quickly. Islam brought peace, togetherness, and respect to the neighborhood. Here's how Islam changed things. In O Block, people from different backgrounds came closer together because of Islam. It made them feel like one big family. They prayed openly on the streets, showing that they wanted peace and didn't want any more violence. With Islam, hope returned to O Block, and people began to believe in a future without crime. As crime went down, businesses in the area started to do better, and more visitors came, bringing more money to the community. Kids could finally focus on their studies without worrying about violence, and education became a way to build a better life for themselves. Today, O Block is a place of hope and change. While the police are still trying to figure things out, the people in O Block know the truth. It's their faith in Islam that's responsible for the drop in crime and fewer fights between gangs. The positive change wasn't limited to O Block alone. Shootings in the border area also saw a significant drop. O Block is part of the Chicago Police Department's Beat 312, which covers an area extending east from the Dan Ryan Expressway to Cottage Grove, roughly bordered by 63rd and 65th Streets. Since 2021, the number of shootings in Beat 312 has decreased by a substantial percentage, as reported by the police. The people of O Block understand that faith can bring about big changes. Islam not only transformed their neighborhood, but also gave them hope for a brighter future. It's proof that when communities come together for peace, even the toughest problems can be solved.
Wow. This is very interesting video. Watching this and then learning about O Blocks, how Islam is able to influence these very people, for them to live, you understand, in peace and harmony with one another. Of course, as we watch the video, at the course of it, one thing I like about what Othman Farouk says is that we are not scared of sharing, you understand, the message of Allah. But if at the course of it, you understand, we died, we know that our reward is in heaven. And this is also same applicable to those doing the dawah or those doing evangelism, that is for the Christians. I've already said is that when God says that I'm going to be with you, it does not mean that you're not going to face, you know, trials or tribulation or persecution at the course of it. Even the disciples, understand, and the apostles also face the same thing. And then it's very normal in our world for us to still face the same thing. So what that is expected of us is for us to be very dedicated into what we are doing, knowing fully well that whatever we do, the reward is not here, but rather in heaven. Which means that even if it means for us to put on our resources into, you understand, the word of God, let's keep on, understand, doing it. Now when you look at it, assuming that Ottoman Farouk and his team will not be able to go to Dawa at this old block Chicago to spread the message of Islam to them, what do you think could have been the fate of this very society? But of course, somebody needs to take a step, right? Even though not in a sense on their own, but it was God who was with them, and that's why they were able to be what, very successful in a sense in it. That is why you see, what did the government do? They says, okay, let's just put cameras in a sense everywhere and monitor this situation to see if we can be able to like reduce the cases of this gang fighting, killing one another and all those things. But does it solve the problem? No, the problem, you understand, did not solve. But with religion, what happened? It fixed it. You see, that's why, you understand, in the presence of God there is always what? Love. There is what? Togetherness. And that's why when you even look at it, and that's why I've always subscribed to this by saying people who think that Islam is a religion of violence, a religion of terror, a religion of oppression and all those things. But then, can't you see the people? Do you see how it was able to like shape them? Do you see how able to like make them to be able to understand that, look, irrespective of our colors or wherever you come from, right? Be able to like live together in love, in peace, in harmony. They pray together. That's one thing I even like, understand, about Islam. They don't even care where you come from. The most important thing is you just come and then everybody pray, and that just it. That's what that matters, and not necessarily about where you come from. Those things, understand, they don't matter. Right? The primary thing is we come together, we worship, you understand, our maker, and that's exactly what they are doing, and that's why we Christians have to copy from them. And not that because you go to or you find yourself in a particular place and say, because I'm Catholic, I'm not going to worship in Anglican, or I'm not going to worship in Presbyterian or in Methodics. No, right? The most important thing is it's not about the building, it's about God who you are worshiping. That's what that matters. That you go like to America, you see we have white churches, black churches, like this kind of a thing, you understand. We have to what? Focus, you understand, on God. And that's why you see Islam keeps spreading, like it keeps spreading, you understand, on its own. Why? Because the people are seeing the love. The violence you're talking about, people get closer to them and they get to realize it's not like that. You could see how they share resources with people and all those things. Like, it's just well with us. All right, it's well with us. A very interesting video. I believe that a lot have learned in a sense from this video, and I know that some of you have thought an opinion concerning this, and I want you to drop it at the comment section. Let's all learn from one another. So this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, you should like, share and subscribe, and if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, you remain blessed, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.